one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, so bear with me. I sat down a few days ago in an attempt to write this eulogy for my brother, and I quickly realized that it was an impossibility to put into words what my brother meant to me, and not only me, but to our entire family. How do you describe somebody as unique and free-spirited and kind as Stephen? And as I stand here now, today, I know Stephen's looking down at me. He's already shaking his head. My funeral attire is all wrong. See, he would rather I was up here now with a Tampa Bay Bucks shirt on, Seminoles hat, and probably wearing a pair of Cubbies socks. His love and passion for sports stayed with him throughout his life, and his sense of humor was contagious. But it's very hard to think that we are here and my brother is not. At the time of his passing, a chaplain came into our mother's living room and said, "I'm sorry, he's gone." An immense sadness and even anger came over me. The idea that my brother is gone. But with the help of Father Brian, I'm learning that he's not gone, but rather in heaven with God. And that as long as we keep our memories of Stephen alive, he'll always be with us. Zoe, be proud that you can always call Stephen your daddy. As I've heard you say so many times before. And know that you might not be able to see him. He'll always be with you. As a young kid, I would climb the tree in our front yard and just wait for my brother to get home from school. As he would walk home from the bus stop, I imagine he must have been thinking the entire time what he and I were going to do, because as soon as he spotted me, he'd say, "Today, Luke, we're going to," and off we'd go. He always had it all figured out. See, Stephen was a thinker and so very smart. As kids, we would take our bikes to the 7-Eleven for a piece of candy or a pack of baseball cards. He would make sure before we left we had enough money, calculate the tax and everything ahead of time. Of course, all in his head. But the thing about going for a bike ride with Stephen was that I don't think he knew how to go slow. He was tough to keep up with. He had only 2 gears, full throttle and sleep. But though tough to keep up with, he made sure to never leave me behind. And that would hold true for the rest of his life. The summer after my graduating year of high school, I worked with him, building pool enclosures. I was again reminded how very gifted he was. An incredible builder with a quick mind. A close friend of mine from high school wrote to me earlier this week and said, "Everything then was bigger than life, and your brother was the king." It was a great honor. It is a great honor to be Stephen's brother. And love is not an easy feeling to put into words, and I may, in fact, be the worst. But nor is loyalty or trust or joy. But Stephen was all of these. He loved life completely, and he lived it intensely. Life was never boring with Stephen. He absolutely and wholeheartedly loved his family. And to his friends here today, he thought of you as family, and he cherished each and every one of you. And if it had been some time since you and he spent some time together, I know he would have liked it otherwise, but life is tricky. Stephen, you were loved and admired by so many. You enriched all of our lives, and we will forever be grateful for the time spent with you. And as you yourself exemplified, for those close to you that had passed, though gone, will never be forgotten. We love you.